over here and join Tony, and you all know Tony, to begin the recruiting process. Not quite a month later, after 6 new coaches joined the staff and some very hard work, we are awfully proud to present this recruiting class to you. I think it's really important to remember that the most important recruits we have are the players that are in our program. We understand that, and we're trying to spend as much time that we can with them. It's also important to remember that I read an article just a day or two ago that Alabama's 2008 class should be judged as the best class in 2008 because they won the national championship 3 or 4 years later. My point is, we are awfully excited about this group. Some will help us immediately, others will not. And through 2 or 3 or 4 years from now, hopefully that a team that I'm still a part of and still coaching will prove to be one of the better classes that the University of Hawaii has recruited over the years. I think it's important to remember that because these are young men. They're 17 and 18 years old. Some, like I said, will be ready. Others will have to earn their way to help us with this 2012 football team. So without further ado, let me show you this tape. A young lady, we don't have a video coordinator in place, but a young lady by the name of Olivia Villa, who is a student helper, put this together, and I thought did an absolutely terrific job. We won't stop it, but I'd rather let you see it. It's only 4 or 5 minutes long, and then we'll respond to some questions after that. Is that okay? All right, here we go. Where do we go? Can you see it? Questions? I think the highlight of the class, several highlights to this class is the one, the junior college transfers. You know, you take a junior college player and he has to help. He has to contribute right away because you only have him for 2 years. And Mike Nilovali, the left tackle that you saw, is an area where we need help. Excuse me. Ronnie Fields, the defensive back that you saw, we watched him practice at track practice. And he's lean, he's tall, he's lanky, has long arms, nice bend to him. We're real proud of Ronnie. And then the tight end that you saw, Clark Evans, in a position that obviously we had not had before. The program previous had not had a tight end. We recruited 3. We moved a couple players around, so we now have a position that has 5 fellows that will compete for the job. That highlight, and also the local players that we got. We could not be prouder of Benny Funua. I tell you what, they don't come any better than that young guy. The recruiting experience with Ben Funua was absolutely amazing. You guys would have enjoyed the experience of having a chance to recruit someone like Ben Funua. He showed up on his recruiting visit in a tie, a long sleeve white shirt and a tie. He'll be the leader for us. And then Steve Lakalaka from Punahou obviously was a big get for us. It was so fun. We had a chance. I went down personally to help him on a tour of the University of Hawaii Medical School in Kaka'ako, and you could see him visually, his eyes lit up as he toured the facility and realized that he could get this great education here at home. And then Kiha Sai is a young man that actually we had recruited when we were at the University of Utah, and you saw how big and physical he is, and he helped us as well. So those 3 young guys from the state of Honolulu, well, from the state of Hawaii, actually, Benny from Laie, will be great additions. Outside on the mainland, Leo Kolamatangi turned down a bunch of offers to stay with us. He's an offensive tackle. It'll take him a little bit, I think, to get up bigger and stronger. And then Dejon Allen from Dominguez in Compton, which we did a terrific job. Our coaches did a terrific job getting in there. It's not easy to get into the Dominguez and get guys out. Turned down a bunch of Pac-12 schools because he enjoyed his visit. The key, I think, after going through the recruiting season is there's no doubt that it'll be very impressive coming over here. There's so many fun things to do. The key was to hold on to them. And that was really tough in the last few days because as people started losing some of their recruits, they came after ours, just like we were going after some of theirs. So it's been a nice ride. The coaches have worked awfully hard. We're proud of this group. We're also proud of the hard work that the group that is here now is doing, what they're doing, the hard work that they're doing with Tommy and the strength people. So we're excited about what lies ahead. Question?
Coach, you mentioned the 2008 recruiting class for Alabama being a success, and that's going to take time to unfold. But the symbolism of getting those 3 players to stay in state, symbolically, do you feel like you kind of planted a flag and had success with that? Because you said from the inside out, you landed some.
Well, we feel good about that. We really do. And we're going to get a better jump next fall, next recruiting season. We already have. We've talked to a bunch of coaches. We've evaluated some juniors. When we got here in January, the majority, I bet you 90% of the local players are already committed elsewhere. And that doesn't deter us. We are going to be known as relentless recruiters. And we even went so far as to have some over this past weekend. We're not done yet, by the way. We got 3 more young men coming in this weekend. Symbolic, I don't know. We just want good football players. We are going to work inside out, and it's very, very important that we do so.
Is there a certain intangibles that you attach, not only what you see on tape, but when you go out to recruit a player? Is there a certain character fit that you're looking for?
No question. Well, no question. That's very important to us. The character, the high character people. You know, you can easy to recruit jerks. You know, we want high character people. We want good students. You're not always going to get them. But anymore, when you go out recruiting, the transcript is first before you look at the tape. And if you can get a combination like a Benny Funua, like a Steve Lakalaka, like a Kiha Sai, it certainly helps. It certainly helps. We have parameters, obviously, and the parameters are not set by the Honolulu Advertiser. They're set by us, so we know what we're getting at. Star Advertiser, pardon me.
How did you compile your list of such short notice? Before you took the job, did you have like a wish list? Or
Well, we obviously, it's not the first time we recruited. We had a list at the University of Utah that was extremely thorough. And then when we got here, Tony was We kept, Tony's a member of the staff, he had a nice list of what Hawaii was doing, and then you just dig. You just dig. I mean, it's a relentless job, like I said. You call everybody you know, and you just dig. That's all you do. Hard work. Recruiting is nothing but hard work.
Having recruited to programs like USC and UCLA and Utah, did you find it more difficult to recruit to Hawaii considering the circumstances?
Well, sure. I mean, you don't compare anybody to USC. USC, when we were there, we said we didn't recruit, we evaluated. Okay? We needed not to make mistakes evaluating. Well, it's not quite like that here. Until we get to where we want to go, it's difficult. And it is difficult, but no more difficult than anywhere else. I mean, other than USC and, I don't know anything about Notre Dame, but I imagine they're the same way.
Coach, today makes officially 1 month that you've been on the job. Your first 2 coaches came January 2nd. So it's less than a month, or 1 month that this staff has been together recruiting. With that all said, is this first recruiting class in your eyes a good, solid victory for this coaching staff?
I don't think there's any question that we hit the ground running. I mean, we hit the ground running. We're still sleeping in couches up in the office. We're still sleeping in my daughter's bedroom. We still have, a little place. No one has even had a chance to find a home. This afternoon was one of the first times we actually got out and had a chance to exercise at noon. So yeah, I mean, I'm not telling you anything. I'm not trying to say, oh, we're hard. Everybody works hard, but it just takes some doing. Recruiting takes some doing. But to answer your question, a long answer, a short answer to your long question, yes. No, that's not right. A short answer, a long answer to you. Anyway, yes, we feel strongly about that.
You need a place to stay. There's a nice lounge here.
Believe me, I noticed the chairs. I can tell the other coaches that this might be a place to stay. Is there some food, icebox, and whatever? Other questions? Thank you. It is a nice class, but let's judge this a couple of years from now. Let's get our players going, the players that we have in the program right now, and we're not quitting. We got three young people coming in Thursday night, I believe. Thank you for having me.